Oh yeah, YouTube video. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys, what I'm about to show you, you're going to forgive me for putting you through this. But this is the worst type of chess you will ever see. Now on this channel, I have earlier posted worst fish, the worst chess engine in the world. I don't know, I can't even watch that stuff play chess. It hurts my head. But in this game, I'll show you something worse than worst fish, because these are real human beings, God made human beings with fully functional frontal lobes, but worse than worst fish. I know what makes it worse. These are not newbies to chess. They are not new to chess. These are 1200s. If you're 1200, that means you've gone through 500, 600, 700 ELO, 800. You've played through all of those crap, and you're a human being at chess now. So let us see. Some of you may have watched the previous game. The last video, you would have seen Elias in action, but here you will see an Elias in misaction. But his opponent, Bobby Ross, whoever that is, he's even worse. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. All right, his opponent opens with e4, and by now you already know, if Elias faces e4, Elias is going to play what? The Sicilian defense, and we get the Sicilian. Now, if you remember the last game Elias submitted to me for review, his opponent had played bishop here and Elias had played some ridiculous move right there. But now we are going to see more standard moves. He's playing well so far. So far, he's playing incredibly well. He has something that looks like an initiative. Now, look at this position. Elias has pushed his opponent's pieces. Look at this. Look at his opponent's stupid knights, foolish bishops. Elias pushed the pawn. Look at this bishop. Dead. The bishop is a dead piece. The knights have no jumps. They are all dead. The queen is stuck here. The bishop is stuck here. Look, what the heck is this position? So, no pieces have been traded. This is almost like computer chess. They have not traded any pieces, but his opponent is already lost. All right, Vlad, I will see you soon. And his opponent tries to do something, tries to castle. Elias ignores it. If you trade, he's going to put yet another pawn in that position, and your pieces are just going to die behind this wall of pawns. Incredible computer stuff here. It looks like a computer is squeezing its opponent. His opponent pushes the pawn, making sure that his pieces will truly die. Now this bishop will never see the light of day. Elias moved the knight in. His opponent kicks it out. He moves it back. Okay, no big deal. His opponent moves the king, the queen, and Elias brings his queen to this square. Now, clearly, the king is in check. You can offer a trade, or you can do this to try to at least get the knight to be active somehow, right? Elias castles here. Not necessarily the best move, but who cares? His opponent castles and Elias lashes out with b5. Now, for a 1200, I'll be honest with you, this is a fantastic move. Up to this point, this boy is playing incredible chess. Incredible chess so far. And his opponent decides to bring the knight. I mean, I don't blame his opponent. The guy is trying his best to get his pieces active. Elias withdraws, and his opponent grabs a knight, the pawn here. Now, Elias is down a pawn, but completely winning. His opponent has won a pawn, supposedly, right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, explain to me what this is. What is this? He moved his own bishop. He trapped his own bishop. But see the irony of it. Computer doesn't care. Computer says black is still better. You are literally losing a whole bishop, but black is still better. Elias moves his knight here. to attack the knight, so that maybe if you take my bishop, I will take your knight, you know, something like this. But the opponent decides to grab the bishop with the king. Elias took the knight, and of course his plan is, if you take, you're just going to get checkmated. And in this position, the queen x-rays, well, he sees the bishop, sees the knight, sees the king. Elias plays this very dumb move, queen a6. Now what you notice here is he has time on the clock. He has 2:43. Notice this, king takes, 2:43, queen a6. It's almost like he pre-moved it, almost as if he pre-moved it. And queen takes. He developed the knight, good move. The knights now hold each other, and his opponent brings the rook. Elias tries to move the king away, fair enough. Okay, he's bringing the pieces. And ladies and gentlemen, in this position, Elias, my beautiful Elias, played the move. Knight b4 check. Now, I'm sure that in this position, he was feeling very smart, because he's like, ha ha, there is a pin on the pawn, and I go check. Discovered attack on the queen. Smart. And the queen took the knight with check. Now he has to move the king. Rook takes. His opponent too has his own issues, but at least he's up material. He's up 7 points of material here. But we'll see how. And of course, he grabs even another knight. Now he's up 10 points of material. Jesus is Lord. Elias could go check, right? You can bring your queen to c6. You can bring your queen here and basically go and murder your opponent. There's nothing you can do about it. Elias grabs a knight because what to do? His opponent gives him yet another chance. Now he goes check. He grabs a pawn. Check, check, check. And now the queens are traded off. Okay. Even if the queens are traded off, white is up 2 bishops, but we can all agree that the bishops are not very useful in this position, right? The bishops are not they're not impressive. They're not doing much of anything. So Elias goes there, his opponent goes here. And ladies and gentlemen, Elias moved this rook to this square. Watch this unfold. Rook g1. What the heck is rook g1? He lost the bishop. Of course, Elias will take the bishop. He doesn't know better. You can simply take the pawn. And I don't know how his opponent is stopping this pawn. Because all the bishops are stuck. His bishops are stuck. They're useless pretty much. Although now you can kind of lift the rook. Maybe you can claim that that is something. But I don't know. But Elias grabbed the bishop. I don't hate that move. His opponent offers a rook trade while allowing him grab yet another pawn. Now he says, okay, at least my rook is going to infiltrate. Elias goes after the bishop. In this position, I mean, you can move your king closer, right? You can move your king closer, anticipate, maybe, I don't know what you're going to play here, h3 or something. Start trying to bring your own pawn to promote or something of this nature. And in this position, ladies and gentlemen, Elias's opponent played the move king e2, allowing this check. And anywhere you move the king, rook takes rook, and the bishop is going to be stuck. The bishop is dead behind its own pawns. My man, after all of this escapade, this terrible chess he played, sealed the deal by playing rook h2 check, winning the rook in the corner. This rook is going to pick up that pawn. That pawn is going to promote. The bishop will never be able to help, and the king cannot even move. Have you seen anything like this before?